This video is going to go over how I hit $132,000 a month at 20 years old by being a retard. And what I mean by being a retard is it was extremely simple. Like I just cut out all the BS and went back to doing what was working, because after like multiple months of kind of just like dilly-dallying around, like not really trying and trying all these random things as well, like I just focused on what I knew worked, and I literally scaled from like 80 to 132K extremely quickly. So by the way, going from 0 to 132K a month, that took in total 24 months. So in this video, I'm gonna break it all down. Here's a Stripe screenshot for proof. It says 190 grand because this is Canadian dollars, but if you convert it, it's like 132K plus like a little bit extra money, couple thousand here and there on other processors. So there's 3 phases, okay? Without spoiling the other 2, even though I kind of low-key did just now if you saw that. The first one is quick launch, right? When you launch the business, or when I launched the business, I launched it as quickly as I could because I knew from my past 2 agencies that I quote unquote failed. And by failed, I mean I quit because I didn't get any clients. We'll talk about why that happened in a second. I learned that you need to get your name out there because I did barely any outreach. I didn't post any content. I didn't do anything. And I was expecting clients to fall in my lap, which is so stupid. So now this time, instead of being stupid, I was smart and I launched the business within 3 days. And by launch, I mean, I made the website right here, and then next I made the video sales letter. So this is a 4-minute video that goes on the webpage that just says like who you are, what you do, what's your offer. If you have a guarantee, you'd put it there. Also walk through your social proof if you have any. I didn't have any social proof when I launched the business except like a screenshot of like one TikTok I made on a theme page that got 400,000 views just randomly. Like I had no idea what I was doing. The website, I made it on Cards. That's CARRD. It's super cheap and also super good. So you don't need any complicated, crazy website. Like it's literally a 1-pager with a stupid simple format. And then next for my offer, when I launched and like scaled super quickly, I was doing 60 short form videos using 2 hours of my client's time. That was the offer that took me from 0 to 15K a month in less than 90 days. Would I recommend that offer nowadays? I don't know. I mean, it's still kind of appealing, but typically you want to offer an end result because that's actually what people want to get. You know, when they give you money, they don't want videos, they don't want 30 shorts, they don't want 60 shorts, they want qualified calls on the calendar, but more importantly, just money, like cash, closes. So you want to center your offer around a return on investment. And when you're starting out, you just want to slap a guarantee on there because like you have no social proof. So it's completely reasonable for people to want a guarantee in the first place, right? And the thing with guarantees, guys, is you don't have to give them to everyone, just only if they meet certain criteria, but just make sure you're honest with everybody, and on the sales call, like you clearly explain the terms of your guarantee, etc. Next, social media pages. So this takes like 1 hour, not even. Just like create your social media pages. So like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, clean them up. Make sure same profile picture on everything, easily recognizable. Have a nice bio that explains what you do, an about me section or your bio if it's on Instagram. Just clean all this stuff up. This will take you 3-4 days tops. If it takes quicker, you know, you're doing something stupid, right? And the next part, once you have the quick launch process done, you can finally start the fun part, which is client acquisition. So this is usually what people call the fun part because you get cash in the bank, and that's usually why, or that's why everybody starts a business, get cash in the bank. So we'll talk about fulfillment next because that's phase 3. I just leaked it. But basically, client acquisition is split into 2 parts. So this is why I kind of call it the hybrid acquisition method, because there's outbound and inbound. So outbound means you're reaching out to people, you're sending free work up front. This is the golden bullet method. Basically, you want to be a sniper. You pick out 5 people every day and reach out to them that are actually good prospects, rather than just being stupid and reaching out to like 1,000 people, copy pasting cold DMs and using AI and all this stuff. Don't do that. Do not do that. That's how you blend in with the sea of like content agencies spread out all over the world that all just look the same. They'll have entrepreneur in their bio and they say, you know, millions of views generated, but they haven't generated anything. So you don't want to be like that. You need to stand out. And this is the only way you're going to land higher level people, especially with no social proof. So what you want to do, step 1, is make a list of 100 dream prospects that you want to work with. Don't put like random Joe Schmoes on here. Like put people you actually want to work with. Put some time into it. And then you need to snipe them with the golden bullet. And the golden bullet is your free work. Many things you can send here. You can do an idea document, meaning like YouTube video ideas or Instagram reel ideas, or ad creative ideas if you're selling that. You can write video scripts, short form, long form. You can make a free YouTube thumbnail for them. You can make them a free short form video. You can re-edit a chunk of their long form video. Just something for free to catch their attention. Because there's like the law of reciprocity, I think that's a thing, where when you give to someone, they feel inclined to want to give back to you. So when you lead with value, they're at least going to respond to you, right? All you need to do, guys, is 5 messages per day. Now, I'm not going to clickbait you here and act like, each message takes 30 seconds, because they don't. You put more time into each one. It can be anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes per outreach. However, this method prints. For every 100 people you reach out to, guys, you can close 1 to 2 as long as you're doing it correctly, even if you have no social proof. I've sent tons of these, so I know what I'm talking about. Next is content. So one thing that people don't know is, you probably know it, but you don't realize how important this is. Your content makes your outreach work better. So if you're neglecting content and saying, I'm just going to double down on outreach, your outreach is literally going to work 4 times less. Because when people reach out to you, they check your profile first, right? So that's why we have to go through the quick launch process. So they check your website. They usually maybe skim through your VSL. Not everybody's going to watch it. Some people are busy. And then obviously they already look at your social media page. That's how they got access to your website in the first place. And then it's only after that they go and respond to you, right? This is how most people operate that I speak to and deal with on a daily basis. So when they go on your social media pages, if they see you're posting content, it's a really good thing, because they're just going to get pre-sold into wanting to text you back. And then also it just shows that you believe in what you're preaching. So some people are selling content agency services, hey, we'll make you YouTube videos, we'll make you short form. They've never posted their face online, never made a short form video, never made a long form YouTube video. And it's if the thing you're selling works as well as you say it does, you would probably be doing it for yourself, right? So that's very, very important. Just don't neglect content. In terms of which platforms you should be posting on, this answer kind of varies. You can throw LinkedIn on here. I'm just not a LinkedIn guy. I don't like the platform. I just like Twitter way more. People will tell you Twitter is dead, but Twitter is not dead. I get 300 to 400,000 impressions a month on there when I actually try, and it doesn't even take me that long to actually try. It's literally just 5 tweets a day, and plus Twitter replies on top of that. So combine Twitter with YouTube, right? Nobody is perfect. So don't go into this thinking I'm going to post a video every single week and, I'm going to do that forever. You're going to miss a week. It's just going to happen for 99% of you watching, including myself. At the time of recording this, I haven't posted in 2 weeks, but I've been decently consistent enough. And when you compare my accounts to somebody else, they would say I'm super consistent, right? The strategy with Twitter is you need to tweet 2 to 5 times a day. But when you're starting out, I actually didn't write this down here, but you need to do Twitter replies. So let me see if I can add that in. Basically, you need to do 10 to 15 Twitter replies every single day. And what these Twitter replies do is it brings you profile visits. As long as you're not doing AI ChatGPT replies. If you're going to do that, just get off the platform, delete Twitter. Guys, when I say Twitter, I'm also talking about X. It's the same thing, but I just call it Twitter because that's what real people call it. So on Twitter, 10 to 15 Twitter replies. This is going to bring you traffic to your profile. And as long as you have a nice clean profile, a good pinned tweet, some nice tweets going out every single day, that's how you're going to get followers, because you need to hijack other people's audiences, because otherwise you have 2 followers and you're tweeting. No one's going to see the tweets. You have to bring in the traffic. Next, you need to do 2 auto DMs per month. At the time of recording, this is the best cadence. And what an auto DM is, it's something like, hey, I just analyzed Alex Hormozzi's content. If you want to see what he does, comment, guide, and I'll send it to you. It's a lead magnet. And when you do this properly, using the right methods, you will get a ton of comments, even if your account is pretty fresh. Now, if you just made the account and you have 2 followers and you do an auto DM, it's probably going to flop. But once you hit 100 to 300 followers, somewhere in that range, you can start pumping these out and they cook. This is how I grew my account from 600 followers to 1,200 followers in 48 hours. And this is also how I went from 100 followers to 1,200 in about, I think it was 4 months, something like that. Auto DMs are the best way to grow on Twitter, but you can't spam them because Twitter limits you. They don't want you to spam the platform, essentially. And then for YouTube, hey, ideally you do 4 YouTube videos per month, but I want to tell you guys what I did. I didn't do that consistently. I tried to, and I kind of just went in waves. and I don't really have a reason as to why. If I said a reason, that would just be an excuse, so I'm not going to give you one. But just try and do 2 to 4 YouTube videos per month. As long as they're good YouTube videos, you'll be good. So phase 3 is fulfillment. As soon as you get a client, you need to hire a video editor to do the editing. And the reason why you want to do this is because it's the easiest position to outsource for. There's tons and tons of video editors. And you might be wondering, why doesn't the client just go hire an editor then if it's so easy? Because you have to manage them, that costs time. You have to quality check them. Like most editors, they'll make the craziest mistakes, spelling mistakes, every mistake you can think of. So you need that barrier of defense, and that's exactly what the client's paying for. But also, you're never selling only editing. You're also doing ideation and scripting, also known as strategy. And this is where the ROI comes from. Like no one really gets like fat ROI from editing. Like you can and you do, and it's a booster. But if the idea and the script isn't good, the editing isn't really going to make a big difference. So this is actually the needle mover that clients want to pay for. They want to pay for your expertise, and you're also saving them time by just running the whole system for them. So make sure you add this on top of your offer. And in terms of communication, just use Slack, Google Drive, Frame.io for file storage, and then you can use Trello for project management. At like 60 grand a month, I switched to Airtable because it's just more complex and we needed something more robust. But as you can see here, you just need to keep it simple. Like just do the ideas and the scripts yourself, hire editors. Obviously later on you can get a writer. But what I'm trying to show you here is like there isn't that many cogs in the machine of fulfillment, especially compared to like other business models like growth operating or like something like that where you got to do this, you got to do that, boom, boom, boom. There's so many moving pieces. I like content agency because it's just like a conveyor belt. Everything just goes from left to right. You got the idea and the script, and then next the client records, then you edit the video. It's just very smooth, repeatable, and very systemizable, if that's a word. In case you guys are curious, in terms of other team members, you can get an ops manager in here, video quality checker, copywriter. With just that, you can scale up to 90 grand a month. But I'm gonna make another video talking fully about operations. I don't wanna go too in depth in here. So the problem with most people is that they overcomplicate things. So this is the whole point of making this video and the title. It's that I just wanna show you how simple it is. You don't wanna be like, oh, I need to make this freaking free group and then I have to do this low ticket community and then after that it goes to my high ticket and then I need a low ticket product and oh, I need to post on every single platform 20 times a day and I need to copy paste cold DMs. Like just remove all the noise, and if you do what I told you in here, it's going to work. And I know it's going to work because I've not only scaled myself up, I've also helped tons of other people scale. Piero hit 10K a month in 4 weeks. Steven hit 30K a month in 16 weeks. Chris and Amrit hit 35K a month in 13 weeks. So Steven, he joined at 8 grand a month, by the way, just to be upfront. But now he's actually at 50 or 55K a month after 9 months of being in the program. Chris and Amrit, they're actually at 65K or 62K a month right now. They've only churned 2 clients since in the last year or since starting their agency, which is crazy. And then next, Yaroslav and David, 14K a month in 14 weeks. They actually came to my mastermind in Dubai that I hosted for the program, and they were at 25K a month, somewhere around that range. Shamu added an additional 8 grand a month within a 4-week period. So if you want to learn what they did, just join the free group link below. I'm posting all my free resources on there, like documents, videos, etc. Everything you kind of see in my YouTube videos, I'm bringing them in to one spot along with extra resources and putting them in a free group linked below. So this should still be available by the time you're viewing this. Later in the future, I'm probably going to shut down the group to the public. So I might swap the link out just for a different link or something. But just look at what's the first link in the description, hop in. It's free, $0, no catch. I'm also going to be hosting a free masterclass somewhere around the start of March, I believe March 2nd. So check that out. You have to join the free school to be able to get access. And that's pretty much it, guys.